Hey guys, welcome to my next video. Sorry it's a little late, been a little busy over the holidays, been hanging out with family, stuff like that. But I've been going through LFG a lot to get most of my raid teams to try to get Vex and Eyes. Notice that a lot of people still don't know how to do Deepstone Crypt and Garden of Salvation. So I'll be posting a guide for Garden later this week or next week. So I'm going to try to post the next video a little early to make up for this week. But this is a guide on the Deepstone Crypt raid. I'm going to try to explain all the roles and stuff. Again, sorry this video is a little late, and thanks and enjoy the video. Hope everyone had a happy holiday. Welcome to the first encounter of the Deepstone Crypt, which is Crypt Security. There are two rooms in this encounter. There's light side and dark side. I also like to call them green lightsaber and red lightsaber. Harry Potter, Voldemort, you get the idea. Doesn't really matter. There are 3 fuses on each side of the encounter room. I will put a template up right about now. These are the things they have to DPS in order to end the encounter. After you kill all 6 of the fuses, 3 on dark and 3 on light, the encounter is over. For DPS, I would use Wardcliff Coil. You gotta stand close, but not too close. Kind of like that one girl you kind of like, but you don't really want to get like too involved with, but you kind of want to like. It's complicated. 1K is like if you're treating like your enemy, and you kind of want to stay as far away as possible. Like, they're not that bad, but they're pretty bad. And Xenophage is if you really hate the guy. You like just want to beat him up and punch him endlessly. That's Xenophage because it fires the fastest out of all 3. Could actually kind of be Wardcliff Coil. It doesn't matter. There's encounter there are 2 buffs. There's Scanner, there's Operator. Operator shoots the stuff that needs to be shot or with panels downstairs. Scanner looks at the stuff the Operator needs to shoot downstairs. Get where I'm going with this. I like to split 3 and 3. 3 on dark, 3 on light. Operator usually stays on light side because I find that ad clear on light side's easier. I don't know why. I think there's more cover. So I would have 4 roles. 1 scanner dark side, 1 scanner light side, 1 operator, and 1 second operator. The scanners have to look at the panels that are underneath through the windows and those little pillars that you see. There's little like glass panes on them. There's panels right there, and you have to look at which panels to shoot. 2 are going to go on each side yellow. That's how you figure out which panels to shoot. I think this is actually my first run of Deepstone here that I recorded about a year and a half ago. Like a year ago. It was around the time that Deepstone came out. I don't know when this was recorded, but it was in my files and I used it. Let's just go with that. Okay. Now, after the operator shoots the stuff that needs to be shot, the callouts. 1 is closest to the operator door where he goes downstairs. 4 and 5 are closest to the back of the room, clearly. 4 is always on the pillar. 5 is always on the wall. Now, if you... Actually, I think this is one of my teaching runs. Now, anyone who is not scanning or operating is on ad clear. Second operator, ad clears for the first round, and normal operator, ad clears for the second damage phase, and then they just flip-flop back and forth. Now, after the operator shoots 4 out of 10 panels, make sure not to shoot the wrong panel or you become a crispy boy. Also, if you take operator, don't go downstairs until dark side is done scanning, because scanner always spawns on dark side. Because if you stay downstairs too long, you turn into a crispy boy. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now, once you shoot the correct ones, there's going to be like, puting, puting, you know what I'm saying? Go to the terminal that is downstairs and put in your operator buff. Second operator, if you don't pick that buff up faster than Speedy Gonzalez, I swear, you're kicked. Also, make sure not to use ricochet rounds when you're operating, because one time it was in Huckleberry, went like poom poom, and it hit 4 and 5, and it was not 4 and 5, so I became beef jerky. Now, second operator, pick of operator. Light side scanner, put in your scanner buff, because after dark side scans, pass it over to light side scans. Now, operator, pick up the scanner buff, and above of your terminal on each side is going to be 3 fuses on each side. You need to tell them which one is glowing yellow, say either dark right, dark left, dark Democrat, light Democrat, whichever you prefer. Now, once the damage phase is over, operator, you have 2 options. You can either pass scanner back upstairs so dark side and light side can operate, or you can scan while you're downstairs for both sides. So then second operator gets you out, you can just go boom boom, second damage phase is fast. That's normally how you do it for the challenge mode, which is a guaranteed 6 phase, which I think is stupid. Anyway, so you pass scanner either upstairs or you kept it. You scanned. Second op. If you open that second door before I tell you I am ready, I will actually kick you. I'm just kidding. But don't open it, because then you're locked down there and you have 1 less person for ad clear. And scanning. See, right now I am scanning. Dark 3 is a little tricky to get to. Now, it's because when you open the lower door, the timer actually resets on the downstairs. And you can't open it from the inside. Now, once you kill all 6 of the fuses, your loot will be right next to the far operator door on the far right. Good job, guys. welcome to Atrax 1, the first boss of this raid. There are 2 stations. There's one upstairs, one downstairs. Downstairs is the Deepstone Crypt, and upstairs is Clovis Bray's space station. Now, at the back of the encounter, there are 4 space pods. You take those space pods to get to the space station. I usually send 2 people upstairs and keep 4 downstairs, and there's 3 different roles. There's upstairs scanner, downstairs scanner, and operator. Now, there are going to be 4 bosses on each level. There's going to be 4 downstairs and 4 upstairs. For downstairs, there's going to be 2 on the left, 1 in the middle by the space pods, and 1 on the right side. For upstairs, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, there is a front middle and a back middle. Now for DPS, I would recommend Lament or Thunder Crash with Curse of the Falling Star for max deeps. By the way, 3 Titans with Curse of the Falling Star and a Stasis buff with the perk. I forgot what it's called. Actually, 1 phase of this boss. Oh, Focusing Lens. With Focusing Lens, 1 phases this boss, so I recommend using that if you have 3 or more Titans with Curse of the Falling Star. Now, downstairs is going to be 3 servitors that are going to spawn. Kill all 3 servitors. With 1 of these servitors, there's going to be a Vandal with the operator buff. Call out, hey, operator right side, for example. Boom, put in the right side. Operator goes right side, kill the Vandal, pick up operator, then come upstairs. Now, after you kill the servitors, upstairs servitors are going to spawn. Leave the top right servitor alive till you actually want to start damage phase. There's going to be 1 left, 1 middle, 1 right servitor. The scanner is going to spawn with 1 of these servitors on a Vandal. Kill it. Pick up scanner. And then once operator gets upstairs, you can start the damage phase. By the way, this encounter is super buggy. Operator, once you get upstairs, you have the ability to shoot the little key panels next to the space pods to send them up and down. So I recommend sending all the space pods down because there's no reason for anyone to be going downstairs. Now, once damage phase starts, there'll be a little prompt that says Extinction Protocol started. And then all the HIs will start doing like, oh, psh. I think I'm scanning here. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I forget which raid this was. So, once someone picks up the scanner buff, see this Extinction Protocol started, they're going to see 1 that's glowing yellow. So for this one, for them, this one's glowing yellow. They're going to call it out. 3, 2, 1, because the damage phase is super short, as you could see. So I recommend using something with lots of burst damage like Lament, and make sure you count down so everyone's on the same page when to start DPS, or else someone could start early. Then you pass scanner downstairs, and then they do the same thing. But 1 player who's doing damage is going to get a buff or a debuff, Atrax's Replication. That is the operator's job to shoot it off of the person who has Atrax's Replication. Shoot it off of them and you can reset them. But there's also little like airlocks on the right and left sides, both on top and bottom. And you're actually going to shoot HI's Replication into space by sending them into the airlock, shooting it off of their head, and then taking it back out. You're going to do that sequence as many times as you need to kill the boss. Also, downstairs, after each damage phase, you will also get the buff. Then come upstairs, Bing, bang, boom. Then it's up to your guys' team to decide, do you want the person that came upstairs with the replication to go back downstairs, or they can stay upstairs. So, yeah. Just do whatever you guys feel comfortable with. Depends how many damage phases you guys are going to need. And good luck with it. Now that you guys are at final stand, you can also see the yellow that you will be seeing. You guys final stand, there's going to be a lot of Atraxes that are going to spawn. They should be spawning about now in the video. And you will actually see that there's much more. And then everyone should come upstairs. And then once the extinction protocol starts, this part is super buggy. So just make sure you know, do it correctly. See, that one's glowing yellow. Start damage, boom. And then start it now. And then you should be able to do this within 1 replication, but if you can't, a second one should start glowing yellow for you. And now you have completed the encounter once you get his HP to 0. It's actually where you get the heritage. Welcome to the best jumping puzzle in the game. If you don't crank your music to 10, you're actually just bad at the game, and yeah, so crank that music. You guys thought I was actually gonna spoil that whole jumping puzzle for you? Nah, bro, you guys gotta experience that for yourselves. Anyway, this is Nuke Bajuke's encounter. It's also actually called Descent, but you know. So right now we're actually crashing the space station into Europa. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. No. There's an additional buff. Not only is there operator, there's scanner, but there's also suppressor, which is very prevalent in the next encounter. Operator, you're gonna see these little like tube things that are gonna hold bombs that you're gonna insert into those little cubby holes that you also see in the middle of the room. There is there's little panels right next to where the bombs will spawn in those little tubes. Whichever one is glowing right when you hear the puting puting, that is the one you have to shoot. I think I do all of them in this encounter, so I'll try to show you what all of the buffs do. So yeah, the right one actually spawns bombs. As you can see, I shoot the panel, the bombs spawn, and then grab the bombs. No, scanner, you see those little cubby holes in the middle? That is where you will actually place the bombs. So the one on the far left is L2, close left is L1, far right is R2, and close right is R1. I've heard all types of random callouts. I've heard Asia, Europe, and I've heard continents. I've heard Donald Trump and Bill Carter. I've heard everything at this point. And then suppressor. You see those little beach balls floating in the sky? They're not really beach balls, but they're like little floaty ball things. You have to stand under the balls when you hear the puting puting, and then you have to shoot the boss in order to stun him so we can actually place the nukes. The thing is, you can kind of see, you can see the suppressor running and shooting right now to stun the boss. Now, stunning the boss is very important because that's so your teammates don't die of radiation. Now, after the 7 rounds of you placing 2 bombs, if you're late, you have to place 3. And after the 5th round, you're going to be entering the atmosphere, so the window is going to turn red. I definitely don't recommend dying, because dying is bad and is no fun. But after each phase, you're going to get a little notification. As you can see, it says augment lockout. You're actually going to get a little noise that's going to happen to say augment deactivated if it's yours. It's going to be one of the 3 augments that are going to be deactivated. So the person who got the deactivated augment is going to have to put it in, and then you're going to have to, someone new is going to have to take it out. You can only have 1 augment at a time, which makes sense. And then once the scanner tells you which ones to put it in, put the nukes in. Anyone who does not have a buff, take nukes. Operator, if there's one close by, just grab it because you have the easiest job. Now, actually don't do scanner suppressor here, I don't think. Sorry guys. And so yeah, just don't die. Do your job and you'll be good. This is a pretty simplistic encounter. It shouldn't take you guys too long. Good luck. Now, once you are done with that encounter, you're going to drop down the middle and you're just going to run for it. Please, if you have a sword, attempt to block your teammates out. If you're using stasis, attempt to block your teammates from getting into the room. It is the right thing to do. I promise you. Just run, you'll land, and you should have enough time if someone's dead. If you have about a minute, you should have enough time. So, it should be good. So, good luck, and see you at the boss fight. Welcome to Tannix, the final boss of this raid. And yeah, okay. So the easiest way to do this is the challenge way. It's called 4-core. Tannix is now half servitor, half Tannix. There's only 2 buffs you need to worry about if you do it the politically correct way, which is suppressor and operator. Now, when you grab bombs, you will get 2 of you will get detained. To people who have bombs. The operator's job is to shoot you out of set detainment. It's just a big purple ball that detains you. Suppressor, just like in the last encounter, go into the 3 beach balls, shoot him at each of the 3 beach balls. Boom, you're good. Okay, there's also 3 callouts. There's blue, spawn, and orange. You can tell by the light. Spawn is the area where you spawn. Blue has a blue light, and orange has a orange light. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, suppressor always spawns at orange. Scanner always spawns at blue, and operator always spawns at spawn. So I would designate 6 roles. I would designate an operator, a suppressor, and then 4 bomb carriers. You can just go chaos method and just do whichever or whatever you want. You can see a little purple detainment ball there. Now, I would recommend running a divinity with either sleeper simulant or 1K. That really just depends on whatever you prefer. Once you place the nukes in all of those 4 spots that he is not at, you can't, if he goes to orange, you cannot place them at orange. Also, he will never go to blue, ever, on the first round. You should be able to 1 phase this boss. It's really easy. I've actually never gone to 2 phases. So, I would definitely recommend a bubble and a well. Just whichever you prefer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, during damage phase, jump over this, then do damage, because if you try to run through, you might die. His final stand is just teleport in a different spot, just go boom, bang, boom, you're good. And also, don't die. Don't die. And thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And if you don't, I'm sorry about that. Please remember to follow me on Twitch and follow me on TikTok, both at DarkShark566. So please just drop a cheeky follow. Check me out on Twitch. I stream every day during breaks and on the weekends during school days. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in next week's video, which should be a Garden of Salvation guide.